Meet Stringer Bell Jr., the son of the greatest linebacker in football history. Standing at a hulking 6'7" and 250 pounds, with elite speed for a middle linebacker, Stringer should have been the top recruit in the country, but ACL injuries destroyed his junior and senior seasons of high school football. So Stringer wound up at his hometown college, UNLV, who had given him a scholarship offer when he was only a freshman. Let's go ahead and get into the first season of his college career, and be sure to drop a like and comment on the video. It is time for the first game of Stringer Bell Jr.'s career. This is going to be a fun one, boys. We're taking on Houston first up. We got a second and goal. This quarterback has been scrambling like crazy and gonna do it again there. Stringer can't quite catch up to him. Should have seen that coming. Houston's out to a 17-10 lead going into the second half. We got to figure something out on both sides of the ball, and man, Stringer's defense is not looking so hot so far. And time is unfortunately running out. Something's gonna happen soon. Stringer's got to make a play. And on third down, looks like Houston's just gonna run it. Stringer doing his best to stay home and run support. Actually got shed off, but slows dude up enough to get the stop. Okay, we need offense to score quick here to have a chance, and they end up turning it over. So definitely not what we wanted from that first game. Stringer not able to get any picks, and for some reason was only credited with assisted tackles. Need a better day here in game 2. I want Stringer to be an impact player on this team, and with the quarterback scramble in here, he shows the hit stick ability. I want to see some picks and stuff though. I know this guy's going to be able to tackle. He's so big and athletic, but does he have that instinct to get interceptions like his father? Right now, he is not getting the chance to show it. This quarterback just keeps on scrambling, and Stringer has done a great job of making these quarterbacks pay. Looks like another quiet game headed into the third quarter, but trying to lurk up a screen here. Stringer will get the pick. Let's go. I didn't think they were actually going to throw that, but we'll take it. Hopefully the first of many in this career. One thing that was a cash cow for us in the last linebacker series was the halfback screen, and looks like we're going to see it here. Stringer was a little late to get on it, but is still going to get the pick. His second of the game. This one's going to be a pick 6. We see that despite the size, Stringer also has quite a bit of speed. We saw the potential of what Stringer could become in this game as we dominate FCS. And the tackle number is still lower than I'd like, but 2 picks including a pick 6 is pretty dang good. Next game is going to be a really tough one though. Kansas is coming in at number 20 in the country, and I know their running game is going to be scary. So far, this hasn't been going too bad though. Offense got an early touchdown and defense has been holding up well. The Jayhawks do have a shot to get their first touchdown here, and trying Stringer, he is just barely able to keep his man out of the end zone. I don't think we're going to be able to hold him off though, and they hit the jet touch pass here. That is just so tough to guard, and unfortunately they get the ball coming out of halftime. Someone needs to make a play here soon, and Stringer guarding the in route is going to get his first pick of the day. Let's go. This is the perfect time for this, and Stringer can just barely get out of there. I didn't think we were going to take it back, but it'll be Stringer's second pick 6 of the year. Bang. That is going to give this team the lead, and all of a sudden it's looking like we seriously have Kansas on upset alert, and this is a huge 3rd and 5. It looks like Kansas is going to go to the air and go to the streak. We've got a guy right there, but somehow dude catches it. I actually do not know how that happened. That definitely puts a damper on our upset hopes, and Stringer, trying to force the fumble, lays out Devin Neal. Feels like we need another turnover here, and on third down, I don't think we're going to get one, but at least we hold Kansas to a field goal. Offense turns the ball over though. This one might be over. For some reason, Kansas is still passing the ball though, and trying to bait something up. We're actually going to get an interception in the back of the end zone. That might give this team some life. We need offense to score quick here for sure, and once again, they are near useless. So despite a great game from Stringer, Kansas is going to end up pulling away. The team around Stringer is just not that good right now, but good to see that he's doing his thing. Another pick 6 felt big. I am happy that we at least played Kansas close and taken on Fresno State here. Stringer almost jumps the screen. Close, but not quite on that one. But defense is looking pretty good so far this game. I think we're going to get some picks today. An early chance here on third down. Stringer is going to have to guard the little Texas route, and thankfully we knocked that out. Offense has done nothing though. We need to start getting some support from them because we can't hold off Fresno State forever. And they actually got down to the red zone, but went ahead and threw an interception. We're down 10-0 coming out of halftime. I was really hoping we picked something up in that Kansas game, as we almost get the interception there. And hey, somehow we got a safety, I guess. At this point, that might be our only points of the day. UNLV's offense is 100% not this bad in real life. I don't know what's going on. Our only chance is some kind of turnover here, and Fresno State's quarterback is keeping it, and he is going to fumble. Oh my gosh, we pick it up, and just like that, the Rebs have some life. Okay, offense, literally all I need from you is 1 touchdown, and they throw an interception. Wow, actually just unbelievable. I mean, terrible. The worst part is this defense actually played pretty well, and we have nothing to show for it. And this next game could be even more brutal. We're taking on Texas, who's not having having a very good season, but they're still by far the highest overall team that will play this year. We are going to need Stringer to get some picks if we want to win this game, and it looks like Texas is going to go for this 4th down. We'll see what they do here. I'm in pass defense, but looks like a run, and we just can't stop that. Big play here. Defense has got to find a way to come up with a stop, and they're going to the seam. Stringer's not quite there. Thankfully, the safety helps us out. And hey, offense actually gets a touchdown. It seems like this team might have actually come to play today, and on 3rd down, our cornerback is going to make a great play. We're hanging in there, but it's going to be very difficult to continue to do so. Once again, seriously need a pick 6 to win this one. Hopefully, we can at least find a way to get a goal line stop, and oh man, I thought that was a QB blast, and Quinn Ewers makes a throw that only the CPU can make. Stringer has just not made a big enough impact on this game, but sitting in man coverage here, the ball is going to go right through his hands. Are you kidding me? That was a huge opportunity to get back in this game missed, and Texas is going to make us pay for it, taking a 3-score lead. And that is going to do it for this one. Another loss, another 0-pick game for Stringer. We might have to change up the strategy. We're playing well, but the picks are just not raining down like I expected, and the tackle numbers are honestly not great. All right, I'm gonna need Stringer to do something a little bit more today. 3 picks through 5 games is not cutting it. Unfortunately, this one has turned out to be uneventful though. It has actually been more of an offensive game. Hopefully we can make something happen soon, man. Utah State gonna go with a play action here, and there we go. Stringer finally breaks the drought of picks. Spencer Petras slipped up, and that will put us in a position to tie this game, which offense actually does. But Utah State's passing offense has been pretty tough to stop, and they are quickly gonna strike back with a touchdown of their own. This game has turned into a shootout. We just haven't been able to get a stop on defense. The best we can do is hold Utah State to a field goal there. So it's all up to offense. A minute and a half left. Let's see if they can clutch up. And wow, they actually get a touchdown to potentially give us the win. Did not expect that. With just a few seconds left, Utah State's gonna have to go Hail Mary, and that'll get picked off. We get a big time dub on the road. Not a crazy game from Stringer, but that interception was definitely huge in switching the momentum of this game. Midway through the season, Stringer's coming in with 4 interceptions. Not the numbers I hoped for, but definitely not bad for a freshman. I can feel it, boys. The season is about to turn on its head right here. We're through the halfway point, just gotta dominate Oregon State today, and we are actually out to quite a good start, getting a touchdown and a stop. Oregon State seems like more of a spread and throw type of team. Honestly, we haven't seen that many pass heavy teams this season. I think that's part of why Stringer doesn't have that many picks. And on 3rd down here, I'm watching for that screen. That's exactly what we're gonna get, and Stringer is all over it, but can't catch the ball. Come on, dude. We still got a nice 10-point lead though, which should hopefully just make them pass the ball even more. If you can't tell, I like playing the pass a lot more than I like playing the run, because straight up run defense as a linebacker is hard in this game. Now Oregon State's finally moving the ball, and quarterback scrambling here. We'll see if Stringer can run him down. Unfortunately, he can't, and OSU gets into the end zone. This game is definitely not going to be easy to win, but Stringer manned up here, and they're going with a screen. We're on that, and this is going to be a big pick 6 for Stringer, his 5th of the season, and that puts us in a great spot to win this game. I'm actually surprised how many picks he's gotten off of them. Got a big 3rd and 4 here. Stringer's in man coverage against 5 wide, and they're trying to run the fade ball, but we're on that. Stringer drops it though. Come on, buddy. We don't get too many opportunities as good as that. I gotta find a way to get that back, and in man coverage again here. The camera angle threw me off, and Stringer actually gets beat, but catches up, and he will get his 2nd pick of the day. Come on now, let's take this back. Stringer is starting to look a little bit like his father, and that could potentially put this game away. Let's see if we can find a way to get a 3rd pick. This is what's possible when we play against a pass heavy team, and Stringer is once again going to get a pick. His size helped him out a lot there against a faster receiver, and after some of the struggles this season, a 3-pick day feels great. That'll bring it close to Stringer and the team's best game of the season by far, beating down a higher overall team, and Stringer's going to be player of the game. Not only catching 3 interceptions, but leading the team in tackles, including 2 for loss. And that performance earns Stringer a Mountain West Defensive Player of the Week, and actually National Defensive Player of the Week. And now we got the big one, boys. Boise State taking on Avon Barksdale Jr.'s team. This is going to be a test of if we've really turned the season around, and Stringer gets tried on the first play. Man, that should have been a pick. Of course, the quarterback decided to not throw that accurate, as on 3rd and 7, we're sending the blitz, but it did not hit. Avon is number 5. You can see him out there on the outside. I'm really hoping he doesn't cook us up today. He's 99 speed, 99 overall. This drive is not going great so far, but Stringer manned up against the slot again, and this time he's going to get a pick. Let's go. We have definitely started something new with this man coverage, and that's a play that could turn this game around. Offense doesn't cash this in, but I'm feeling pretty good, and they're going to go up top to Avon Barksdale here. We're in the cover 3, but our dude actually played that beautifully. I thought it was going to be a touchdown for sure. And offense is able to reward our stop with a field goal, but Boise's going up to Barksdale again here. I wish I could click on because I know what's going to happen. They back shoulder that, and Avon's ball tracking skills are actually crazy. That'll give the Broncos 1st and goal, and they just get an easy touchdown to Caples on the outside. They've got some weapons on offense. This is another one of those games where defense is going to have to be our offense, but I don't know, dude. Boise State's offense just seems too good. We do have a chance for a huge 3rd down stop here, and Boise State's going to go to the end zone on the pass play, and Cameron Oliver gets the pick. That is huge for keeping us in this game. Offense is unfortunately not able to turn that into any points. We're going to have to figure out a way to get another stop. And on a big 3rd and 7, looks like Boise's just going to run the ball and take their field goal. I guess I'm okay with that. Offense has got to score eventually, right? We've seen so far this season that offense usually doesn't score eventually, and yeah, dude, they throw a pick. Man, it's just been another terrible game from them despite a really good showing from defense. And this one might be over, man. Ashton Genty just going to go up the middle. So it turns out to be another frustrating game. We're starting to move closer to bowl ineligibility, but at least Stringer got a pick today. Things are not going very well against Hawaii either, and what's turned out to be a very boring game for whatever reason. They've been going run heavy, and Stringer just getting blown off the ball here. That's the thing about playing man coverage. It's a little bit tougher to defend the run, and Hawaii might just have us. This 3rd and 3 might be our last chance, and there is just nothing we can do there. Hawaii hits the comeback, and Stringer's actually going to have to make that tackle himself. Need to somehow find a way to get a turnover or something on 3rd and goal, and oh man, they're actually coming to Stringer. They throw that drag route into tight coverage more than I would have expected, and they're actually going to go for this 4th and goal, expecting an out route. That's exactly what we're going to get, and that might have been a pick if it was accurate. Offense finally got a touchdown. I think it's too little too late though. We do have a 3rd and 11 here though, and defense actually going to get a 3 and out. All right, offense, can you do something here? We still got all 3 timeouts left, but they just took way too long to score. So that's going to do it. Hawaii beats us in a game that was not as close as it looked, and sadly a 0 pick day for Stringer in this one. At this point, we're going to have to win the rest of our games to make it to a bowl, and we're taking on another mid-Mountain West team, and this is looking like a tough game so far. San Diego State's offense is tough to stop, but Stringer is going to bait up the in route and get the pick, and we got a shot to make this a pick 6, man. Come on, all we got to do is outrun this quarterback, and it looked like he had the angle on us, but Stringer somehow gets around him, and we will go ahead and take that to the bank. We got to try to stand up tall on 3rd and goal, but San Diego State just going with goal line, and they do smash it in for the touchdown. Our hopes of going to a bowl game are slipping away. This is our last chance here on 3rd down. Looks like San Diego is just going to run it, and they've got a hold of the left way too easy. They're just going to be able to kneel this one out, and we officially dropped us 7 losses on the season. Another game where Stringer just did everything he could, but it wasn't enough. Offense was once again terrible. With 2 games left in the season, it's going to be all about the stats. We got to at least get to 10 interceptions. We're going to do whatever it takes to bait up these routes, but instead they've just been running the ball, and we do not have the defensive front to stop that consistently, unfortunately. We're of course getting nothing from the offense, but quarterback taking off here on 3rd and 9, and Stringer is going to be able to come in and make a tackle. Hopefully that gives this team some spark. No, man, offense just goes 3 and out again. This is brutal. These last few games have just been so frustrating, but at least Stringer's going to be able to get a pick. That's his 10th of the season on the team. Pretty sure he's leading the country in interceptions and should probably lock down a best linebacker award, although his tackle numbers aren't great. But that is going to be all for this game. I actually don't even understand why offense is so bad, because UNLV's playbook I don't think is that bad in sim, and we got to start deciding whether this is a promising team for Stringer to stay on. Hopefully this final game will be a big one stats wise, but you see what I'm working with here, boys. How is Stringer going to be the one who ends up making that tackle? That's actually crazy. Really was hoping Nevada would be one of those more pass heavy teams, as Stringer getting tested in man coverage here. Wasn't perfect coverage, but he's able to get the knockout. This is of course turning out to be another defensive game, and lurk in the middle of the field here. Stringer will get his first pick of the day, keeping Nevada out of the end zone. That is exactly what we needed, boys. All right, number 11 on the season, not bad at all. Defense has been elite so far, but we can't hold up forever. We're gonna need something from this offense eventually. And man, how many times have I said something similar to that this season? They freaking go 3 and out again. The worst thing about this offense is they never even leave us with like a good field position situation. I was gonna say this is an Iowa level offense from the last couple of years, but at least those offenses put the defense in good spots. And I guess I talked enough smack that offense finally went and got a touchdown. So we're in a pretty good spot now to go get this dub. Defense has just got to keep doing what it's been doing basically all game. Nevada's already gotten in field goal range though, and they're gonna go to a comeback route for a huge gain. gain. This is not good. This is the play that will potentially decide the game. And they're just going to go with a QB keeper. Thankfully, we get the tackle on that. So offense will have a chance to win us the game. Come on. Nevada does make the field goal, but offense gets one right back. Yes, sir. And we've finally got a good chance at a win here. But dude, Nevada's quarterback literally has all day in the pocket. How is this even possible? He's going to be able to find a bounce route deep down the field, and that is potentially killer. We're barely able to stop him from getting the touchdown. So with no timeouts, Nevada's going to spike the ball with 24 seconds left on the clock. Okay, so I guess barring anything crazy, we're headed to overtime. But let's go. Somehow they missed the 27-yard field goal, and we are going to get out of there with a clutch dub. An interesting way to end the season. Stringer only had a few tackles today, but the pick was big for sure. I feel like he really stepped it up during the second half of the season. Okay, time to see if we won any awards. Cam Ward with just an absurd stat line winning the Heisman. And Stringer Bell is indeed going to win the best linebacker award. Yes, sir. A good way to end things. Stringer ended up finishing only 7th on best defensive player, but we will take it this year for sure. And that's going to do it for the vid, boys. A solid first season for Stringer for sure. And you'll have to let me know, do you think we should transfer next season? I really wanted to stick with this team, but God, the offense was just so bad. I'll see you boys in the next one. Peace.